Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Maria. I am originally from Berlin, Germany, and we are now in the beautiful Benin city in Nigeria. So how did it come about? I'm right now the mother of 3 kids and with a beautiful husband, and he's from Nigeria. And we always said, yeah, when the last born is 5 years, we have to definitely try and live a couple of years in Nigeria to allow those kids to see where my husband grew up, where he kind of schooled, if not not the same school, but kind of the same area, kind of the same cultural background. And we've been coming here from time to time, actually all those, like every 3 years, to see the family, and to bond. Most probably it was always around Christmas. And this year we came, and we knew that his grandma was not really so good and well off. So we had to come, and when we came, she was waiting for us, and we are so blessed that we could see her. Unfortunately, she passed after that. And that kind of vibe gave us actually the idea, life can be really short. And why waiting until the last one is 5? And I don't even know if that is really the last one that we are having now. So we said, let's give it a try. 2025 looks like amazing, looks like fresh. Let's do it. Let's stay in Nigeria. So I canceled today the returning flight. Then we also got already requiring where to live in Lagos. I mean, we're not going to stay here. We're not going to stay here in Benin City. That I have to say, first of all, because my husband is a musician and Benin City is not the place to be as a musician. So for that, we're going to go to Lagos. And there we are acquiring now houses. We have bought a car now. Because we're definitely gonna need it. The kids are gonna get to school. Because right now we are in a very small hotel room. It's okay, but better the kids need to go to school, that they are not cracking our nuts here. Yeah. Anyway, so this weekend we have a wedding to come. We are very excited. I've never been to a Nigerian wedding. So they did their traditional wedding and it looked very nice. Like the bride had this big crown of the Benin culture. That is what I understood. I mean, don't stone me if it's wrong. They had those big crown and the red native, you could say. And the groom had those colorful pattern around his shoulder and a stick with beads. And I saw that we had something very similar when my husband and me got married. We had to improvise a bit because we could not go to Nigeria to do that so far. I mean, who knows what we're gonna do next. But anyway, we did not do the same traditional wedding in Nigeria. We did it in Austria. And he was also wearing the same patterned throw over the shoulder. And yeah, I was wearing beads, not a crown. And not a red one, I was having a white one, but like a white native, but it was really also very nice, and it reminded me of that one. Yeah, so they had the traditional wedding yesterday. Then today is gonna be the bachelor party. So let's see when my husband comes home. And then they're gonna have the white wedding. In their understanding, they're having church wedding with white dress, I expect. I don't know. I mean, she's not a virgin. I was also not a virgin. They also have kids, just like us. So I don't know the color of what's the tradition behind it. I don't know if they're also wearing white because it's a white wedding in a church, or if they are choosing something else. I don't really know. I'm really excited to see that. And then they're gonna have a reception in a hall. We had something similar in Innsbruck. It was actually one of the biggest weddings these years. It was in 2018. we had so many guests, we had so much fun, we were dancing, I had so many people that I didn't know. So it was so much fun. So let's see how they're gonna combine it. I mean, when I think back of 2018 when we did that, we also tried to mix obviously the German culture with the Nigerian culture. And so he had his vibes. For example, my whole family was just outside because they were just saying, oh my goodness, the music is so loud. But in the end, my granny was dancing with me until midnight. I was so blessed. But we had the cake cutting. We cut out the heart, like that's a German tradition. Yeah, so we tried to combine those two things. That was in 2018. So I'm really excited to see that that wedding on Saturday, and then we're gonna check out of that hotel here and gonna go to Lagos. Hopefully we will have a house. If not, then we have a temporary stay in a hotel, I guess, until we find a house. And then hopefully we'll find quickly a school for the kids. I mean, our kids are 2 years old, 4 years old and 5 years old. Mr. Firstborn is going to be 6 very soon. We're going to have his birthday here as well. So that is actually where we have been so far, was in Cyprus and Paphos. And they said they introduced something like preschool at the age of 5 or 4.5 even. So he has been already to preschool. So he's with the big boys already, not in kindergarten anymore. So let's see how it's going to be here for him. Is it if they also have preschools when they're starting? I have actually no idea so far. But maybe it's also similar because Cyprus has a British system. So maybe Nigeria being a former British colony as well, maybe they have a similar thing. I don't know. But we're gonna find out. And my plan is for this YouTube channel to basically blog what we are seeing, what has happened. Also some details. You can write me in the comments anything. Like you can ask questions. I don't automatically want to motivate everybody to come to Nigeria, because when I was researching on movements between the countries, it was more or less the other way. People want to go all the way to Europe, which I don't know. I think Nigeria is a really beautiful country. It has that nice weather, these really friendly people. And so far what I can see, I mean, I'm busy with the budgets financially, what we're gonna need for this year to be here. I think price-wise we're gonna have a really cool life on compared low costs, even compared to Cyprus. Cyprus was already compared to Germany and Austria cheaper, on more space, on better life quality. And here we have to see, of course. I can't really tell. I think we're gonna be in one estate where we have security, of course. We need security 24/7. We need 24/7 electricity, which is something for us in Germany, of course, even in Cyprus, it's normal, of course. Here, even at the hotel here, we have a 4-star hotel here. Electricity goes off and on. That doesn't mean we are without electricity. When the electricity goes off, it takes a couple of seconds and then the generators start and put electricity back on. But that experience that you're like without any lights, especially at night, is, yeah, I don't know. It's a special experience, I guess, and belongs obviously to the country and to the not so well working infrastructure as we are used to in Germany and yeah, in Europe, you could also say. Yeah, so we need that. I would also love to have a pool because it's very hot. At the moment, they told me they're having Hamatan, which is a cold season. Okay, whatever cold is for them. We're having like 33 degrees. It's actually a bit humid, and it's okay. It's not too sunny. It's a bit cloudy, but in general, it's lovely weather. And that is what we need, because when we came from, of course, we went For Christmas, we went for Berlin to see my family, because I also have a granny that is a bit older. So we have to use the time there. So we were there to see her in the hotel, went to my mom's grave, then we went to the family gathering that we have on Christmas Eve. Germany celebrates on the 24th in the evening, not on the 25th in the morning, like the British do or the Americans do. Yeah, so we had our gathering there, and then on the 25th we started our journey here, and it was minus something degrees, and it was really cold, and you have so many layers to put on the kids, you have so many layers of clothes to put on yourself, and I'm like, oh God, when are we going to arrive? So then we were transiting in Milano, in Italy, and that was already some warm atmosphere, climate already. As I said, yeah. So here we have just the normal Cypriot summer clothes, and I love that. And you might ask yourself, so how did you do it? We have, as I said, 3 little kids. They're 2 years, 4 years, and 5 years now. So how do we travel? We travel. Everybody more or less gets, let's say, 8 outfits. And then for the winter part, I have 2 outfits for everybody. And anywhere we come, we start washing, because you can't keep for a month that we are traveling. How much clothes are you supposed to take? How much luggage are you going to take? I mean, that's crazy. So when we started from Cyprus over Berlin, what did we take? We take like 8 outfits for everybody, a pair of shoes, winter, a pair of shoes for summer, and then the luggage for Nigeria. That is crazy. But I observed that like every year now, my husband has been going up and down to Nigeria alone. We only joined 3 years ago the last time, and we always traveled with those big bags. I got introduced only through my husband to them. They're like these big bags, they have a zip, and they call them here Ghana Must Go. It's just a big bag that is very, yeah, you can put a lot into it. Okay, we moved with these bags from Austria to Cyprus, and what my husband normally does is he opens his closet, everything goes off except for a couple of things, and everything goes to Africa. And the same actually also for myself. We have, through all those movements, we have actually reduced our clothes, our personal belongings, our household stuff. We have reduced it very much. Because if you have so much stuff, and believe me, especially with a family, you're gonna have amazing a lot of stuff, you just hold yourself back. You're not flexible. So we have been reducing, and now we had a big reducing as well. So we came with those 2 big Ghana Must Go. Each of it was 21 kg. It was, and my husband was going like, wow. Thank God we made it. Also, I just spoke to a friend. He arrived now in Lagos. He didn't have too much luck. He transited in Amsterdam, then they started canceling the flights, and now he's in Lagos without any luggage. Oh my goodness. Thank God that didn't happen to us. But we repacked our luggage in Milano again, because we bought tablets for the kids here, for the cousins, and phones, of course, and I put them all into those Ghana Must Go, so that they are soft and compact packed. And then they told me, no, anything that has a battery will be taken out. So we couldn't be sure that this is true or not, so we had to repack everything. Try to find those wrappings. Oh my goodness, we were running up and down, but we made it. Yeah, so I can only say thank you. Our journey has been long and stressful, especially with the kids, but we also discovered something. There was another funny thing that happened. I booked a flight from Berlin to Milano in order to transit, but I booked it instead of the 25th, I booked it on the 26th. I even checked in. I bought additional luggage because of these 2 big Ghana Must Go. I mean, that was 100 euros, 120 euros just for the extra luggage. And when we were there, 7 a.m. at the check-in, they said, oh, your flight is tomorrow. It's like, oh, is it? So we had to book another flight, and that was really like not planned at all. But also we made that, and because we had then so much time until the next flight would depart, I said, you know what? I have this. I have the Revolut account app, and they. Because I've been trading on crypto and the stock market, I put a price plan that costs me monthly 45 euros, but it also includes a travel insurance, a health insurance, and also a lounge access. So what we did after all that running up and down, after all that stress, after that, what? My flight is on 26. We were just sitting in that lounge. And I was so amazed. It was really so cool in Berlin. And they had little meatballs. They had alcohol. Oh, thank God they had alcohol. Oh my goodness. They had beer, wine, gin. I don't know what my husband drank, but he drank also something. They also had coffee, hot chocolate for the kids, croissants, yogurt, cheese. They had those sweets. The kids were crazy about the sweets. Of course, they had their kids. You could shower there. You had internet. And you were just like so relaxed. Like I can only advise that. Like I had my access and I bought additional access for my husband, and the kids were for free. I can only advise that if you can do that on a long journey, especially when you have transit time, spend it in a lounge. I know it's like 20-25 euros, but it calms you down so much. And they have drink, alcohol, non-alcoholic, and they have a little food. They have the basics. You can, as I said, you can shower if you want. It just calms you down, you know, because and in the airplane, I mean, we tried that new airline. It called Neos Air. It's an Italian airline, and they had just like a flight, I don't know, from Cyprus to Berlin. They're just so squeezed. Like there was, I don't know. It was not what I expected. For an intercontinental flight, I expected something. More spacious, more service. They didn't have warm food that they served. I don't know, it was a bit disappointing, to be honest. Oh, we had a bit of a flashback for the 90s. They had those screens from the ceiling where you watch one movie. I don't know when last I had that everybody's watching one movie and you have your earphone that you plug in and then, oh, okay. I don't even remember what movie was it. I didn't watch it. But it was very funny, the Italian, yeah. So our journey here was, it was very exciting, I guess. But yes, we arrived in one piece. We had our luggage, thank God. We arrived in one piece, the luggage is here. I was here. Then my husband organized his next brother. He's the oldest, so the next brother. My husband has a lot of siblings, right? But the next brother, he came to Lagos. He's originally also here in Benin City. Actually, Lagos Benin City is like, I don't know, 400 kilometers or 300. It's not even too many kilometers. And yeah, but the road is impossible. Like, especially for Europeans. That is what my husband said. I never went on the road. So we always take flights from Lagos, Benin. Well, he came on the roadside, obviously, and they picked us up with Mr. Officer. Like one guy from the police having his weapon and a driver. A bigger car where we can have all the luggage in. And then, yeah. I always tell my husband, please, for the first night that we are landing, can I please just book anything so that we have somewhere to go and we don't have to rush? No. I don't know, that's a déjà vu. That's like so many times that happened that we don't even have booked our first night and then we are having troubles to find something. So this night was the same. In the night, it was midnight we arrived. So in the night to the 26th, right, of December, we were running around trying to find a hotel in Lagos airport area. Everything was booked out, everything. So we ended up in the Intercontinental. That's a 5-star, right? The night was crazy. 250 euros, 400 euros. And it's not even night. I mean, we arrived by 2 a.m. check out his bed. That's crazy. I don't know. That's like really crazy, but it seems like a suitable puzzle part since we had the flight to book, also extremely expensive from Berlin to Milano. It was just a continuous thing, I guess. So we were there. I mean, nice. They had 2 beds. No, yeah, they had 2 beds. They had room service. Everything was working, so I didn't have much to complain. And the breakfast was nice as well. But then we had to check out very, very soon, of course. As I said, 11 a.m. And yeah, and then our latest Maximilian, he was still he was still drinking bottled milk, like extra, like normal milk, cow milk. Okay, so before we went actually into the car for the airport for the flight to Benin, I went down and said, listen, I need some milk in the bottle. And she's like, yeah, but you're not allowed to take anything from the breakfast area. And I'm like, really? I'm paying 30 euros for each breakfast and you're not allowing me to fill up the milk bottle of my lady baby. Yeah, I have to call with the manager. I was like, okay, do that. Meanwhile, I went to the bar, filled it up, and I'm like, that's crazy. Anyway, hotels, hey? Yeah, I don't know what to say. We went then on the flight. Also, everything there was okay. We had extra luggage there. And we forgot the extra bag. Yes, we checked in for luggages, and then we had that bag with the clothes of the kids. So we went to security, and I don't know what happened, but we forgot that bag there. And only when we were actually entering the airplane, I was like, baby, the whole clothes of Christopher of the kids is not here. Where is that bag? It's like, really. So he rushed before we departed. Before we departed, back to the arrival or departing area, and getting that bag back. Oh God, thank God he found it. It's like that was all the clothes of the kids, and it had my tablet and my iPad. I bought myself a new iPad. Me and my private hardware is not such a rich story, to be honest. I usually use the hardware of the clients. So, but because of our journey, I felt like, okay, let me just buy myself an iPad. Let me buy something small, comfortable, that I can always have with me to do my, what am I actually doing? I'm actually doing coachings. At the moment, I'm getting coached. It started actually in November with a business coaching, and now I'm doing a coaching from Bodo Schäfer. He's a very famous motivational speaker in the German speaking area. All his stuff is also only in German available. And I booked a coaching there, and so he said having like something like lessons, and you have to write down. And so for that reason, I said, okay, let me have an iPad. But this iPad is so latest, like so new. I was trying to get a screen guard and a case, because my kids definitely, they will play with it, and you know what happens then? Gosh, no. So I haven't been using it so far, because everywhere where we went is like, no, that's the latest, that's from November 2025. No, we don't have that. It's like crazy. Even now, the friend that arrived from Lagos, he couldn't get it, even not in the Apple shop, nowhere. It's like crazy. Let me just hope that I can order it, and maybe let's see how we're gonna do it. So yeah, anyway, we were lucky to have that backpack. So yeah, I think that was very, very exciting so far. We have seen so many things. So I hope you enjoyed what I've been talking. I hope you have if you have questions, please don't hesitate to write in my comments. I will really answer everything, and hope to see you on the next video. Ciao.